and the omnibus. So I was forced into the Archers when I was a child. And look, it's come back to bite me later on.
I'm awash with the stuff.
The Archers is the world's longest-running radio show, with more than 15,000 episodes broadcast. Despite being a rural flavour show, The Archers is recorded in the heart of the UK's second-largest city, Birmingham.
You're listening to Monday's episode of The Archers from BBC Radio 4.
Brian.
Oh, Adam, what a nice surprise.
Well, the nice surprise was hearing that you changed your mind and allowed the BL harvest to be done after all.
Yes. Well, look, I was never going to let perfectly good wheat rot in the field.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about it at the fete yesterday, but Ian banned me. He was worried we might come to blows if I learnt you were still sticking to your guns.
And would we have come to blows?
Yes, of course. I don't know what madness came over you.
Well, it's done now, so I'm hoping to start on our own wheat soon.
You and Stella are all sorted for it?
Well, Ed's booked, and I'll be there to take over during his breaks.
Okay, great. Well, I'd better get off then. Almost forgot. This is for you, from Xander.
Yeah, it looks like a pebble.
Yeah, it is. He thought you'd like it.
Right. Well, thank you.
Is Stella in the office?
Why?
I've had a few thoughts on new contract opportunities for the seed drill.
Yes, no, it's okay, Adam. It's all under control.
But I'd like to be kept in the loop.
And you will be. But there's really no need to take up your time at this stage. You've got enough on with Bridge Farm and Xander. And Stella's an excellent farm manager. She won't thank you for swooping in and micromanaging her.
I'm not planning to micromanage her. I just want a quick chat.
I'd rather you didn't.
Why?
Look, we had a little disagreement on Friday.
What disagreement?
It was nothing.
Brian, you can't tell me you've had a fight with Stella and then just clam up. What happened?
This really is a lovely pebble. Oh, clever, Xander.
Forget it. I'll ask her myself.
She's not in the office. She's at home.
Well, that's fine. If she's working from home, I can drop in on the way to Bridge Farm.
No, don't do that.
Why?
Because she might be embarrassed about the whole disagreement. And I've given her a few days off, a bit of space, you know, a chance to cool off.
Cool off? How bad was this disagreement?
Well,
even if you can't bring yourselves to share an office right now, what's to stop Stella working from home?
Well, timing's not ideal, I admit that. But look, since you're so obviously enthused about the prospect of new seed drill contracts, maybe you could find a few hours to help in Stella's absence. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I don't have time to do the work myself. Like you said, I've got more than enough on at Bridge Farm. I was only planning to share some of my contacts with Stella, possibly make one or two introductions.
Well, you can't have it both ways. I mean, you can't be fretting that I've got too much work on my plate and then be unwilling to step in and help out.
Morning, Linda. Oh, I love a summer's day after a bit of rain.
Oh, and so do the plants. My tomatoes are absolutely thriving. You must take her back home with you.
Oh, I'd love to. Fresh tomatoes and basil make a gorgeous pomodoro sauce.
Oh, I can provide the basil too.
You're better than a deli in Tuscany.
Do you have time for a drink? I was just about to make a pot of Earl Grey.
Oh, no, I'd better not. Alice is expecting me at the stables.
Oh. Robert usually brings a train to the garden at about this time of day, tea and biscuits.
Oh, how civilised. Miss Justin was as thoughtful. Honestly, if he went away for a few weeks, I wouldn't notice the difference.
Oh, I'm sure that's not true.
No, you're right. He has been known to bring me breakfast in bed when he desperately needs something from me. Like a signature or a secretary. Oh, now, before I forget, here's the cash takings from the teddy bear zip wire.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed myself all day. The carousel, the barrel organ.
Well, yes, but it is worth remembering that one can find fairground rides at fetes up and down the country. And I absolutely do not mean to take away from Dane's contribution, but it's clear which elements were about throwing money at the day and which were about rural heart and soul. Kirsty's craft area was absolutely delightful.
Yeah, very true. I had a walk round the village earlier, and it was gorgeous to see so many summer wreaths hung on the doors.
Oh, yes. Yes, I must take a little walk and see them for myself. Send a photo to Robert to cheer him up.
Look, he's not struggling with Mungo, is he? I know he can be a terror when he doesn't get his way.
Oh, no, I'm sure Robert has it all in hand. He enjoys his grandparent duties. But he's worried about Leonie, of course.
Yes, well, I bet he is. We all are. A bad back can be debilitating. Oh, and I really feel for James being so far away from her.
Oh, if James is that concerned, then maybe he could cut his trip short.
He's working and they have a mortgage to pay. It's not like he's on holiday. Of course, if Leonie was in danger, he'd book a flight immediately. But with Mungo at football club and Robert helping out, hopefully they'll muddle through until he gets back.
Just seems a little inconsiderate to be away for so long, now Leonie's out of action.
Linda, if you insist on looking for examples of thoughtless behaviour, maybe you need to look closer to home.
What do you mean?
But I think you're being unfair to James. This New Zealand trip has been booked for months, and it's so important if he's to stand any chance of promotion. Whereas you, on the
No,
other
I'm
hand...
sorry, Lilian. Are you saying I've been thoughtless? Because I've barely had a minute to myself since I started planning the fete, and even this morning I had a full house of B&B guests to feed.
What about Akram?
Akram?
Well, you had that poor man running round for weeks on fate business, and you didn't even thank him.
Yes, I did. Of course I did. Effusively and repeatedly.
But not publicly.
Well, I thought I did.
No, not in your closing speeches where you thanked every man, woman and dog except him.
Oh, my goodness, you're right.
You didn't mention Akram once. I was stood beside him. Zainab was furious. And Akram was typically stoic, but he definitely looked deflated.
Oh, dear. Well, I'll message him now. I feel dreadful. The fete would have fallen apart without Akram.
For wildlife or action photographers who appreciate the combination of high camera performance and the smaller APS-C size image sensor, the Canon EOS R7 may be just what you've been waiting for. I'm Rudy Winston from Canon USA, and we're delighted to add the EOS R7 to the Canon EOS R series, along with two dedicated standard Canon RFS zoom lenses. With 32.5 million effective pixels, resolution alone would make the EOS R7 a standout new product. But within its compact form factor is a performance powerhouse with outstanding AF tracking speed and technology, and the ability to shoot up to 15 frames per second with its mechanical shutter. With the APS-C sensor's natural 1.6 times effective increase in a lens's telephoto coverage, the EOS R7 squarely targets sports, wildlife, and especially bird photographers. And it brings strong video features to content creators. Record uncropped 4K video up to 60 frames per second.
Hi, Brian.
Oh, afternoon, Adam. You're back.
Yeah, I left early. Tony said they could manage without me for the rest of the afternoon.
So, not as snowed under as you thought you were.
Brian, I'd like you to fill me in on exactly what happened between you and Stella.
Like I said, there's no need to concern yourself.
I disagree. I bumped into David at the farm shop, and he told me you didn't change your mind and approve the harvest. Actually, he assumed I already knew. He said Stella and Ruth made the decision to do it themselves while you were away.
Well, he is right about that.
Oh, what?
I had a strategic plan to force Justin's hand, and Stella took it upon herself to disarm me. No field of wheat, no bargaining tool.
And this strategic plan of yours was to leave the BL wheat in the fields until when? Until it was too late? Because that sounds more like negligence than strategy.
Negligence? Don't be ridiculous. I was out to change Justin's mind, and it could have worked.
David didn't seem to think so. And he didn't seem to think your little disagreement with Stella was all that little either.
Well, I imagine Ruth filled his head with Stella's version of events.
Which was that you lost your temper and Stella had to walk away before it got too nasty.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Right.
How did you not learn your lesson over the buying of the seed drill? I certainly did. Stella is essential to Home Farm. She's knowledgeable, innovative, passionate.
Well, at least we agree on something.
And yet you've driven her away.
No, it doesn't need to be as final as that. As I said, there's always an opportunity to negotiate after a cooling-off period.
Well, I hope Stella feels the same way for the sake of Home Farm.
Oh, you think I should be the one reaching out to her, don't you? That I should say sorry?
Yes. No question about it. You should never have asked Stella to choose loyalty to you over the harvesting of a crop. So, while I crack on with Stella's work, I suggest you start drafting a convincing apology and be ready to deliver it to Stella with a big slice of humble pie.
Linda.
Oh, Lilian, is everything all right?
Look, I'm glad I've seen you. I wanted to say I'm sorry for sending you into a tailspin this morning. I'm sure Akram knows you value his hard work.
Oh, no, please don't apologise. I'm glad you pointed it out to me. At least that way I could let him know how ashamed I am. I sent him a message as soon as you left.
And what did he say?
Well, he hasn't replied. I can see he read the message this morning. The longer it goes without any response, the more worried I get that I've caused real offence. Do you think I should go round to their house?
Oh, he's probably been run off his feet all day, darling. I think it's best to hold off until you get a reply.
I just have a bad feeling that I've really messed up. If he won't forgive me, there's nothing to be done. I might as well leave the village in shame.
If I had a penny for every time you've said that.
No, it's not funny. Akram's a good friend.
Exactly.
So my oversight is all the more hurtful. I'm not looking forward to spending an evening alone. Usually Robert's the one to take my mind off my worries when they start to get out of control.
Well, look, darling, I'm working a couple of hours at the ball tonight. You're welcome to prop up the bar if you want company.
Oh, thank you. I do appreciate it, but I'm afraid I'd be rather poor company. I think I'm better off just getting an early night.
I think we've worked out a good strategy.
Hopefully one that Stella can implement. Some face-to-face touting in the right parts. Follow-up phone calls with the farmers and land agents we emailed today.
And I'm sorry for being so obstinate earlier this afternoon.
Obstinate? I hadn't noticed.
2 steak and ale pies with chips and veg.
Fantastic. That smells great.
Oh, is this a start of the week treat, or are you celebrating something specific?
It's my thank you to Adam for moonlighting at Home Farm. Lilian, Stella and Pip aren't here tonight, are they?
No, what?
It doesn't matter. What about David and Ruth, or all the boys, Ben and Josh?
No, none of the Brookfield lot are in the pub, and they're unlikely to be, because Leonard's doing a barbecue. Now, do you want ketchup or mayonnaise bringing over?
Oh, both please, thank you.
Okay.
What was that about? Was this bust-up with Stella really so bad that you want to avoid her whole family?
No, but I'd like a night without drama.
Look, I wanted to say I'm sorry too.
You've nothing to be sorry for.
Well, I spoke far more harshly this afternoon than I should have. We're all busy, tense, desperate for the dry weather to hold. I'm sure once Stella returns, things will settle down again.
I do hope so.
I bet by Friday you'll feel back on track.
Well, I'll let Stella enjoy a few days off and then turn on my famous Aldridge charm and eat that humble pie.
You know, I enjoyed being back in the Home Farm office today, working together on something that really matters.
Ketchup and mayo.
Oh, thanks, Lilian.
You know, I meant to say earlier how amazing Ian's pizzas were at the fete.
Oh, the whole day was amazing.
I agree.
You know, Xander's set up a zip wire in our living room for his teddy.
Oh, that's sweet.
Linda and Dane should be chuffed. It was a triumph.
Yeah, I agree. Although I'm afraid I might have upset Linda.
Oh?
Well, I accused her of being thoughtless, and now she's consumed by post-match analysis, declaring she'll have to leave the village because she thinks she's mortally offended someone.
If Linda left the village every time she caused offence, she'd never be here.
Oh, true, very true.
Did you say that Linda's leaving the village?
Yes. And if you carry on behaving like a tyrant, you'll be joining her.
these are all part of the paraphernalia of production.
Yep, that's the ball bar. That's
This one?
Yep, that's...
I mean, Hayley so wanted to be in their own place when their baby came. It's due in 2 months. Not much chance of that now. No. I mean, it would have been a stretch for them financially, mind, but I just wish there was something practical I could do to help them, Caroline. I mean,
I think the Archers has had this immense popularity over the years, basically because it has always very accurately reflected the reality of life and living in a rural community at whatever